Hello, and thank you for joining us in this Kroger coverage. So, what you're looking at right now is a chart of Kroger for the current period of 6 months. That is January 2020, 1st of January 2020 to the last trading day so far, 19th of June 2020. So we are just going to read an interesting piece that came to our attention um, from an email we received. We normally receive on every day, but there's a Sunday one we received from Schaeffer Investment Research. So we're going to read that piece. It is quite interesting, very interesting. So we decided to cover that for you and cover Kroger in essence as well. So here it is. It says Kroger stock signal has never been wrong. So I don't think we need to read that part. But it says overall it seemed like an encouraging report. It's talking about the last earnings report that it released on Thursday. Thursday was 18th of June 2020. So it says it seemed like an encouraging report, especially considering the impact COVID-19 has had on fellow grocery outlets, Costco and Walmart. Both are both of which are struggling with their year-to-date break-even levels and suffered negative post-earnings reactions. Yet, Kia joined its sector peers with a post-earnings pullback of its own, closing down 3% on that Thursday. So we just don't want to bore you with this. We're going to put this for you to read up. This link to this for you to read up, and so we're just going to read the much more technical bit, which is also the all of them are interesting, but that's the most relevant here. If past is precedent, though, this negative post-earnings reaction could become a long-term aberration. Thursday's drop put KR's year-to-date gain just below its plus 10% year-to-date level, which prior to this week had admirably held up as support since late April amid the last 2 months of choppy sideways trading. What's more, this area coincides with the share's 80-day moving average, putting the security within one standard deviation of a trend line after a lengthy stretch above it, defined for this study as having traded above it 60% of the time in the last 2 months and in 8 of the last 10 sessions. According to Schaeffer's senior quantitative analyst Rocky White, this signal has sounded 5 other times in the past 3 years, and the equity was up 5.8% on average 1 month later, with all 5 of the returns positive. So this is the moving average. Sorry, this is the 80-day. As you can see on the screen there, this is 80 here, 80 moving average, 80-day moving average. So it is the that's this trend line here. It is 31.80, and then the current price or the closing price of Kroger is 32.24. So it looks like we haven't calculated it, but it obviously looks like something that probably is within one standard deviation. So let's just go back and finish up that piece we were reading. From Kroger's current perch at $31.12, I think it's not that at the moment. A move higher on a similar magnitude would put the stock just below the 33 level and erase its 4.8% June deficit. There are additional factors working in Kroger stock's favor. In the wake of Thursday's pullback, KR's 14-day relative strength index slipped from 52 at the close on Wednesday all the way down to 40. The last time Kroger's RSI smoothed out at the 40 area was on the 25th of March, a bottom that preceded short-term strength from the shares. While short interest remains at record high levels. It has spotted recently, only up 1.7% in the last 2 months, most recent reporting periods. Yet the 54.52 million shares sold short still accounts for a healthy 7% of KR's total available float. And now this total available float, we're not sure what they're actually referring to, whether it is what is it called again? Let's see here. Let's see what it's called. Okay, well, it's correct. They have 6.9%. We have, so it says here shares outstanding. So we don't need to validate that anymore. It's correct. They have short interest of 6.9%. So still accounts for a healthy 7% of KR's available float. At the stock's average pace of trading, it will take more than 4 days for shorts to buy back their bearish bets. An ample amount of buying power that could unwind and fuel a rally. So yes, this is the summary page of Kroger. It is has a market cap of 25.3 billion dollars a market cap, enterprise value of 36.1 billion. Put call ratio, is 0.34 1 day and 30 day. So the puts are only 30% of the number of the calls. So indicating that there's a mismatch there. The option traders are more on the call side of things. And then we have here some comparisons. Of late, it has outperformed the S&P 500. Of just this past month, it has done better, but over the last 6 months, it has not done well. Over the last 1 year, it has not also done well, apart from outperforming S&P 500 for the last 1 year. So this brings us back to this chart. For what we have here is the 200 day. The 20 day, the 50 day, and the 200 day simple moving averages, and the time series forecast. So it is, apart from the 200 day, it is for all the other ones, all the other trend lines we have mentioned right now. It is just within one standard deviation of those trend lines. So it is quite an interesting stock. Sometimes there are not very many of them, not a wall of them. There are a lot of them like that. So we were able to condense this from a chart mail, and it says here KR's, we're going to read that. Okay, it says over here, KR is currently trading in the middle of its 52-week range. The S&P 500 index, however, is trading in the upper part of its 52-week range. So KR is lagging the market slightly. Volume is considerably high in the last couple of days. So possible trading setup. Given the decent trading technical rating and the setup score, we can suggest the following trade. Entry 32.81, an entry at 32.81. This is a buy stop order right above the resistance zone, and then exit, and an exit at 31.89. This is a stop loss order right below the support zone, meaning that they're recommending that you enter. This is if you want to enter. I wouldn't say this is a recommendation, but you can just see is it possible trading setup. Probably what they will do. This is what they will do. They will enter at 32.81, and then if things are not going well, they will set it up to exit at 31.89, and then the distance is the worst case loss on the trade is limited to 0.92. Okay, that's the which is 2.8%. And then the capital, when investing 25% of your capital in this trade, your total portfolio risk will be 0.7%. Okay, So that's the much we have on Kroger. We're going to put all the links we have referenced in this video, and you can read up for yourself. And thank you very much for watching this video, and please subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. Thank you again.